What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and we're back with another in-depth analysis on the recent Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Sword vs. Fist trailer, where we were confirmed a whole new set of Dragon Ball characters for the game, all the way from the end of Super to the end of Dragon Ball Z. Now, we have a lot to get through for this trailer specifically. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys do leave a like down below. Subscribe if you guys are new. I am doing a Dragon Ball Sparking Zero giveaway, so if you guys are interested in learning how to join that, make sure you guys do join my Discord. It'll be linked in the description below. Now, starting off with the opening of the trailer, we are shown the cutscene for Goku and Vegeta putting the Potara earrings on. We've obviously seen the cutscene for the fusion dance, where they would use the fusion dance to turn into Gogeta, but here we are shown the Potara fusion for Vegito, and it looks absolutely amazing. Obviously, we aren't shown the whole thing because it sort of zooms into it, but based off of what we are shown here, it does look absolutely amazing. So obviously, base Vegeta was already character footage that we've gotten for the game, but we are shown Super Vegito here, and Super Vegito here just looks absolutely amazing. We aren't shown too much of him besides his transformation scene, and of course his spirit sword technique that we do see right here. And something that we can take from his spirit sword technique right here is the fact that it is literally the exact same way it was in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, where he would basically grab them and throw them down to the ground and basically stab them with the spirit sword and then launch himself at them and then stab them through the stomach. It's just absolutely amazing to see how we're getting these same cinematic scenes with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Now, nothing to compare this next character to because this is his debut in a Budokai Tenkaichi game, but we are shown base form footage of Jiren. Now, there are going to be two different transformations or two separate characters for Jiren, being full power Jiren, and then obviously this base Jiren that we do see here. This base Jiren we already knew was going to be in the game, but this is the first time that we actually see footage or fighting footage for what he is going to be looking like in the game. And you can already tell based off of this flurry of punches here that we have of Jiren on screen that this is definitely going to be a fast-paced character. He is definitely going to be one of the most favorable characters in the roster, next to characters probably like Hit or something like that. Next, we are shown future Trunks against Rosie. Now, Rosie was one of the characters that was featured of Universe 2 within the Tournament of Power, and this is going to fit the dynamic of having Kakunsa and Rosie, and obviously another character that we're going to get to here in a minute. We aren't shown that much gaming footage for Rosie or really much of her moveset. We are just shown some of her base attacks here that she's doing on Trunks, but when it comes to future Trunks, we are shown scenes of him that we were not actually shown within the demo. Now, we knew that future Trunks was going to be in the game because the first time we've seen him was in the recent demo gameplay footage that we've just gotten recently, but we are shown some of his attacks and combo sets that we weren't actually shown within the demo, and future Trunks is just looking absolutely amazing. But moving on, we are shown the third character that we are given from Universe 2. I think these are probably the only characters in Sparking Zero that we are going to be given that is going to be specifically from Universe 2, but we are given Ribrianne, probably a least favorable character within the series, but a character that we would expect to be in a Dragon Ball game such as this one. And obviously we see this amazing cinematic scene of her basically throwing a massive love heart attack. This is similar to what we saw her doing within the Tournament of Power before she was eliminated by Android 18, I believe it was. Now, obviously she's this big giant character and stuff like that. This does not mean that Ribrianne will be confirmed to be a giant character like a Great Ape character. I'm pretty sure that the best thing that we could take from this specifically is that this is just her ultimate move. So for her ultimate move, she's going to like explode to a giant character, and she's going to throw all of her quote-unquote love to her opponent in this beautiful cinematic scene here that you can see on screen. Moving forward, we are shown this amazing scene of Yajirobe and Spopovich being within the game, which again, two characters that were in the original Budokai Tenkaichi 3, and two characters that I didn't necessarily think were going to make the cut for Sparking Zero. Like, these probably are characters that weren't used that much within the Budokai Tenkaichi games. If you guys did use them in the Budokai Tenkaichi games, don't get upset with me. I'm just going based off of the most favorable characters that I've seen growing up playing the original Budokai Tenkaichi series, but Spopovich and Yajirobe were not the most favorable characters, so it's really cool to see how even less favorable characters from Budokai Tenkaichi 3 are making the cut for Sparking Zero. But we are shown this amazing sword slashing scene with Yajirobe. Now, obviously, Yajirobe in Budokai Tenkaichi 3 was a sword attacker. He had his own little sword technique. He was pretty wild within the Budokai Tenkaichi game, so I think it's really cool to see how he's going to have the same sort of moveset and the same sort of fighting mechanics when he is in Sparking Zero. Now, upon that, though, we're not shown too much footage here with Spopovich. We are just shown what he's going to look like in the game. We aren't shown any of his movesets, or I can't even really make the distinction on when we see him kick Yajirobe right here, if that's a part of his own moveset or if that's just basically a part of Yajirobe's move within himself, because it's sort of hard to say because you see Yajirobe attacking and then you see Spopovich attacking back, so I don't know, sort of hard to say, but it does still look really cool to see Spopovich within the game. Next, we are shown Dabura and Mr. Satan. So Dabura looks absolutely amazing within the game. He is taking on that sword dynamic in the game as well, which he, of course, was in the original Budokai Tenkaichi 3 game, so it's cool to see how he's going to consist of the same sort of format within the game. And of course, the one move that we see him using within this trailer is a move that he used within the Budokai Tenkaichi game. Now, we were already shown a lot with Mr. Satan within the recent demo gameplay, but we are shown one of his moves here. Mr. Satan's moveset, based off of what we've seen in the demo and everything else, it is literally a copy and paste of the moveset that we've seen within Budokai Tenkaichi 3 with different cinematic scenes and stuff like that. So that's really cool to see. There's not much to get into from that since we've seen and reviewed a lot of that from the demo gameplay itself. Next, we are shown probably the hypest part of the trailer for myself, because I didn't necessarily think a character of this magnitude would be in the game, but we are shown Anilaza within Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. So it seems like we are going to have giant characters that aren't just going to be Grade 8 characters. We are going to have giant characters that extend far beyond just Grade 8 characters. So that's also could include us having a character like Harudagon, which was in the original Budokai Tenkaichi 3 game, which does give us more hope for potential movie characters being included within the game as well. But the moveset here with Anilaza in itself looks absolutely amazing, and this is the first time we see him in any Dragon Ball game as a whole. We have never seen a character like Anilaza within any Dragon Ball game prior to this one either. And by that, I am talking about console games, okay? Let's exclude mobile games from this for now. I think the most amazing part of this scene specifically is where we see him using this big, giant energy destruction ball that was seen in Dragon Ball Super, where basically all of Universe 7 had to team up to bounce this destruction ball back at Anilaza. And it's just really cool to see how, like, just look at this scene. This scene just looks absolutely amazing as a whole, and it sort of looks like Beerus's Sphere of Destruction scene that we do see for his ultimate attack itself. Now, we are shown the last bit of the trailer here with Goku Ultra Instinct Sign and Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. Now, this transformation scene specifically for Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black just looks amazing. It looks absolutely phenomenal. By far the best transformation scene that I've seen for this character specifically within any Dragon Ball game. We are shown Goku Black using his Divine Lasso on Ultra Instinct Sign Goku, which looks absolutely phenomenal. I was a personal huge fan of this move, using it within Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, so it's cool to see how it's going to be incorporated within this game. Next, we are shown this amazing scene here with Goku throwing a flurry of punches at Goku Black. And if you guys are wondering why this is so important, if you look towards the beginning of the trailer where we saw Jiren, we are seeing Jiren doing the exact same thing as Ultra Instinct Sign Goku is doing right here. And if you guys are wondering what this is pointing to as a reference, this is pointing to the first time we see Goku transform into Ultra Instinct Sign within Dragon Ball Super, where basically Goku and Jiren are both throwing a flurry of punches right back at each other, back and forth. And it seems really, really cool. I'm not sure if they're going to do something special with that within this game, but either way, it just looks absolutely amazing here. Next, we're shown this amazing scene here with Goku Black using his scythe, and the beginning scene of this is literally the exact same scene that we do see with Goku Black stabbing his scythe through his hands, specifically in the Dragon Ball Super anime, and he attacks Goku directly with his scythe. And obviously this is more than likely going to be Goku Black's ultimate attack within the game. But upon that, we see Goku. This is the same scene that we do see within the Dragon Ball Super anime, but Goku basically launching himself to catch himself back on a stomp behind him, and then charging directly at his opponent with a punch to wrap up the entire trailer. And it just looks really, really cool here. I'm not entirely sure which of these moves here will be Goku's ultimate, and I'm not even sure if either of these moves here will be Goku's ultimate for Ultra Instinct Sign. It very well could be a completely different ultimate that we just haven't seen yet, and that's what I expect it to be. I personally think that his ultimate will be sort of like a flip Kamehameha. That's just what I think, but you know, we're just gonna have to see. Either way, this does confirm a whole new list of characters for the game, and if you guys look at the final roster scene right here, there are some characters that basically we know is confirmed for the game, but they aren't necessarily included in this final character hexagon sort of scene yet, and that is characters like Dr. Gero and even base Super Saiyan Gohan for his adult form. I know we've seen it for his Super Saiyan 2 form, but we do know that his base Super Saiyan form is also going to be included in the game. And we also know that characters like Team Gohan, based off of the announcement trailer, will also be incorporated in the game as well. I don't know if we're going to get his base form and his first Super Saiyan form, but we're just going to have to wait and see what we have for that. But yeah, no, that basically wraps up this trailer. Let me know what you guys thought about this trailer down in the comment section below. I personally thought it was just a okay or decent trailer. Nothing too big to get overly excited about, but either way, this is really, really exciting. We are getting closer and closer to potentially having the best Dragon Ball game of all time, so we're gonna have to wait and see. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Subscribe if you guys are new, ring that notification bell if you want to be updated with anything Dragon Ball related, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.